Welcome back. We're talking about brain health and neurological disorders in children. And I want to read out this, or just say out this quote before we get into it. It says this: I am convinced that proper digestion is the great secret of life. And it's by a philosopher called Sidney Smith. I got to tell you, when I first read this quote, it was actually given to me by one of our professors in biochemistry when I was writing my first book. And I asked him for quotes, and that's what he sent to me. And I got to confess, when I first saw it, I was like, what is this? This is a biochemistry professor. He should be talking about things like DNA or RNA, some biochemical equation that is highfalutin. What's this about digestion? I mean, what does that have to do with anything? And in my ignorance, I just kind of put it aside. But over the years, especially when we've started working with children with brain disorders, we've come to see, and for me, it's been an absolute revolution, a breakthrough, really. And I really feel that it's something that neurologists and neuroscientists, and especially those pediatric neurologists who deal with children with brain disorders, I really feel it's something that they need to know and they need to understand, because this is crucial to how especially if you're dealing with a child with a brain disorder, it's crucial to their development. So why is digestion, or why is the digestive system so important in brain health? And again, we weren't taught this much in medical school. Obviously, is that food comes in through the mouth and into the digestive system. Your body to recover, for your body to heal itself, to repair itself, for your body to function, to metabolize, for your eyes to see, they all need nutrients. And these nutrients could be building blocks, they could be enzymes to help to facilitate chemical reactions in the body. So definitely the digestive system is important to break it down. That's the obvious part. The other not so obvious parts are the fact that the digestive system and the brain are connected intricately by nerves. In fact, the digestive system is called the second brain. And the reason why it's called the second brain is that it has, of all the organs in the body, of all the systems in the body, it has the next highest number of nerve cells. It has an intricate, highly complex nervous system, and it relays and regulates and does a lot of things, and it relays this information back and forth. So there's this super highway, so to speak, between the brain and the digestive system. As a matter of fact, some of the neurotransmitters, the things that make the brain work, actually created in the digestive system. And a good example is a neurotransmitter called serotonin. Serotonin has been hugely involved in research, especially in depression. And the drugs that have been created related to serotonin have become what they call blockbuster drugs. They've made a huge amount of money. Pharmaceutical companies have made a huge amount of money from serotonin-like drugs. But these drugs are made, 95% of them are made in the gut as opposed to the brain. In addition, they are consumed in the gut, close to 90% or some large number, ridiculous amount of that is being created and consumed in the gut. Also, there's another neurotransmitter you've probably heard of called dopamine, which is like the feel-good hormone or neurotransmitter. It's also made, quite a bunch of it is made in the gut. So again, this is just to talk about the importance of the gut to overall brain function. The other aspect that is gaining more and more prominence are the bacteria and the bugs. And when I say bugs, I like to use the word bugs more than bacteria, because it's not just bacteria. We have viruses, we have parasites, we've got the plasmodia, all kinds of foreign, quote unquote, foreign material or foreign organisms in the gut that play a huge role in the transmission of impulses from the brain to the back to the gut. If that ecosystem is out of balance, and the actual balance should be 85% good bacteria or good bugs to 15% bad bugs, if that balance is offset, then chaos can ensue. And so again, we're saying that because we now see, and this the technology is just beginning to develop to actually identify all these different bugs. When we're in medical school, we just knew a few kinds, but now with technology and imaging techniques, we can now see these bugs and actually see their action in the body.